Good evening, teachers and students. This is the team number 5 that is represented by Stephanie Martinez Purchase, Alejandra Reyes, and me, David Manuel Torres Cruz, and we're going to present to you the International Youth Day. Maybe you're asking, when is International Youth Day? Well, the International Youth Day is every August 12th. In this day, unfortunately, many youngsters around the world face difficulties and have limited access to essential resources that can pave the way for a better future. This day focuses on the difficulties that some young people are experiencing throughout the world. Half of the children between the age of 6 and 13 lack basic reading and math skills, and childhood poverty is still a prevalent problem globally. International Youth Day was created by the UN, that is United Nations, to help draw awareness to these issues as we strive to find solutions. It's a day for reflection, but also a day for taking action, so get involved. It's an initiative that honors the traits of young people and that acknowledges the challenges that today's fleeting youth face.
Youth is the trustee of prosperity. The youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. 12th August is a day for this youth. It is International Youth Day. The world celebrates International Youth Day as an awareness day. International Youth Day emphasizes the rights of young people to have full access to education, healthcare, employment, monetary services, and complete participation in public life. International Youth Day recognizes and celebrates the contributions of young volunteers and activists pushing for positive change around the world as youngsters serve as catalysts for peace and prosperity, not only in their local communities but on the global stage. Youth have the potential to change their own country and also to change the entire world. If you speak with any students today, you will likely find that they are brimming with ideas and changes that they would like to make the world. These ideas can be like fighting the specter of climate change or spreading awareness of human rights to equal opportunities. This year on International Youth Day, increase awareness of youth power and give our youth the opportunities and access to change the world according to their better thought. Wishing all the youngs of the world a happy International Youth Day 2022 from Clipping Amazon. Youth is about the only thing worth having, and that is about the only thing youth has.
Okay, so I am going to talk about the history of International Youth Day. And it all started in 1965 when the United Nations General Assembly began making a concerted effort to impact the youth. They endorsed the Declaration on the Promotion Among Youth of the ideals of peace, mutual respect, and understanding between people. On December 17th of 1999, the UN General Assembly endorsed the recommendation made by the World Conference of Ministers responsible for youth, and International Youth Day was formed. It was first celebrated on August 12th of the 2000, and ever since the day has begun used to educate society, mobilize the youth in politics, and manage resources to address global problems. Okay, so here's an International Youth Day timeline, and it all started in 1925 with the Keys to the Club. The oldest youth organization, the Key Club, begins at Sacramento High School. The content against the negative effects of the fraternities and social clubs. Then in 1965, Developing Youth, the UN endorses the first declaration on the promotion among youth of the ideals of peace, mutual respect, and understanding between people, which promotes the development of youth. Then in the year 2000, the UN supports the youth. The first International Youth Day is celebrated on August 12th after it's designated by the United Nations General Assembly the previous year. And finally, on 2019, the focus is on education. The theme of our International Youth Day is 2019 was transforming education. And now I'm going to talk about traditions of the day. And International Youth Day gives a platform to the voices of the youth. It engages youngsters and aims to take initiatives and actions that will increase opportunities for them. The youth of the world faces different challenges and barriers to prosperity depending on which part of the world they are living in. Young people living in developed and developing countries are more prone to facing mental and social challenges, whereas young people living in underdeveloped countries face extreme problems rooted in a lack of more basic needs, such as education, health, and employment. These issues and challenges are widely discussed on local, institutional, and governmental levels. Then there are seminars, training sessions, debates, discussion forums featuring influential figures as key speakers, fundraisers, and distribution of educational material for informing and creating awareness take place on International Youth Day. There are better understanding of the problem that are hurdles for youth development. Policy changes can be more easily implemented. And then by the numbers. Here we can say that 15 to 24 are the ages group defined as youth. Then 1/6 is the human population consisting of the world's youth. And 1991 is the year when the idea for International Youth Day was first proposed. Then the 70% is the percentage of human informally unemployed. And 4% is the percentage of the likelihood of women being less literate than males. Then we have that 20% is the percentage of youngsters who experience mental health problems every year. Then we have that 152 million is the number of young workers who live in households below the poverty line. Then 2/3 is the youth in developing countries not fulfilling their economic potential. Then 126 million is the number of youth who cannot read or write a sentence in the year of 2011. And finally, 23rd is the number of African countries implementing a national strategy on financial literacy.
International Youth Day facts. International Youth Day started at the UN General Assembly in 1990, uh, in 1999. 1999. International Youth Day purpose to raise awareness of any issues that might be facing the world youth to celebrate their achievements. How do you join the UN Youth? Write to the Minister of Foreign Affairs with a list of the highest rates of youth representatives and ask for another interview. The theme for International Youth Day 2021. The theme of the International Youth Day Congress 2021 is transforming food systems, youth innovation for the health of humanity and planet. When is the International Youth Day 2022? The International Youth Day will be celebrated on the 12th of August. How to celebrate the International Youth Day? Attend International Youth Day events. Participate in the International Youth Day convention, there are concerts, sporting events, parades, and traveling exhibitions, highlighting the achievements of young people. You will be inspired by her talent and entertained at the same time. Lend a helping hand. The best thing we can offer our children is education. Check out of mentoring program and find out what you can teach the next generation. These include Big Brother and Big Sister programs, music programs, and speech therapy support. Have an international discussion. Join us and start a discussion between adults and young people. This can occur between parents and children or between students and teachers. Come up with topics related to the year's theme and listen carefully to the younger generation. 5 facts about International Youth Day. Youth Health. The World Health Organization is developing global standards for health within schools. Childhood hunger. 16 million, 16 million kids in the US struggle with hunger each year. Staying fit. Children and adolescents should do an hour or more of physical activity each day. Music that matters. Youth Ambassador Muhammad Saf is a Palestinian refugee and uses his music to give messages of hope to young Palestinian refugees. Young entrepreneur. At 25 years old, Rita Kamani of Kenya is the co-founder of Farm Tribe, which connects unbanked and underserved smallholders farmers to credit. Why we love International Youth Day. Focus on building a better world for the children. It also sets out a set of priorities focused on making measurable improvements in the lives of children. The 15 priorities developed by the UN's nation include priorities such as reducing HIV cases, tackling child hunger, and providing better access to education. Raise awareness of poverty. This means that children and their families do not get enough nutritious food to live a healthy life. Children in other countries around the world face similar problems, and many children might find themselves stuck in the cycle of poverty that is difficult to break out of as they grow up. These problems, the more consciously you recognize it, the faster you can work together to solve problems. Encourage creative thinking for a better future. The International Youth Conference list of actionable priorities encourages others to think about concrete things they can do to make a real difference in the lives of children. In a recent document on International Youth Day, the United Nations calls for reducing pollution, using local products and services sustainably, and making them accessible to future generations, and making resources accessible to as many communities as possible. International Youth Days. Year 2022, day August 12th, day Friday. Year 2020, 2023, day August 12th, day Saturday. Year 2024, day August 12th, day Monday.
Thank you for your participation and your attention.